I picked up a couple copywriting clients recently, and one of the reasons that I'm really liking working with these particular clients is because they do this one really important thing, that makes my job as their copywriter, as somebody helping them create marketing design to create results. They make my job way easier, right? So what's the one thing that these clients like, and that all of the best copywriting clients do? It's something called proof hoarding. Proof hoarding. Proof hoarding. That is, they're collecting proof of the product or the service creating success for their clients. And the more proof that they're able to give me without me having to go like dig it up or search for it or whatever, or like piece it together, the more powerfully I'm able to create copywriting and marketing for them that's going to help them get the results that they want. And so like things like interviews, if you are either if you're running a business or your clients are running a business and they're meeting up with clients in person and they're able to actually just interview them, or if they are if they're able to hop on Zoom calls and interview them there, like any kinds of client interviews where it's like, hey, where were you at before? Like, what was the challenge that you were facing? What was so difficult about that? Why did you feel like you needed to have it solved? What solutions did you look at? Why did you choose ours over every other option that was available to you? Like, what about this solution made sense to you? Like, how was it implemented, and what were the results that you get? Like that type of interview where you just walk through that whole process of what the problem and the solution is. Like those are super, super powerful and super helpful. And oftentimes the clients will just drop all sorts of gems in those interviews. And the more of those that I have as a copywriter, the better. Like it's incredible. Also, just straight testimonials. If the client has a ton of testimonials, and the more specific they are, the more full of like specific information as opposed to general platitudes, the better, because all of that specific information just creates more just valuable fodder for me to turn into copywriting. Also, pictures of happy clients, especially if they have something to do with the ideal outcome from using the product or service. So for example, a lot of the products that I create copy for have something to do with like generating income through investments or generating income through your work or whatever. And so having a bunch of pictures of people who actually just got paid checks because of the specific method or whatever that the client is conveying, like that is super powerful stuff. Or any kinds of pictures of happy clients. I think of the car dealership where they take a picture of everybody, when they're happiest because they've just bought a new car, or the restaurant that takes a picture of everybody who comes through the door, or everybody who tries one specific dish on their menu, or whatever that is, or like the restaurants that attract a lot of celebrities and they have pictures of that. There's a there's a pizza restaurant in Chicago, and I was forgetting the name for a second, but it's called Genos East. And one of the cool things about Genos East is you actually get like a Sharpie, and you can write on your table or the wall or whatever. And they have all sorts of people. Like they have a signed Michael Jordan jersey in the restaurant because it's Chicago, right? They have all sorts of like local celebrities, national celebrities, international celebrities who've come in and signed their pictures, and they have those up on the wall. But then everybody who eats at the restaurant can just sign their name on the wall, and everybody's writing over everybody else's name. But here you're in this restaurant where there's a million signatures of all the people who've enjoyed Genos East before you. And like, what kind of proof hoarding is that? That's incredible. Even Amazon's 5-star review system, it's a great example. Any kind of website, like Amazon was one of the first out there in e-commerce. I remember when it felt, almost controversial that they would let these people post these unedited reviews of all the products on Amazon. And I remember the company that I was working for at the time, the guy who was who was doing his stuff, like he didn't want his products to be reviewed publicly because like he was happy to use testimonials after like the marketing team had looked at him, right? But he didn't want public reviews of his products because he was afraid of the negative reviews. But Amazon, they'll post the 1-star reviews next to the 5-star reviews. And most products that I buy today have a few 1-star reviews, but they also have a bunch of 5-star reviews. And so it's really interesting to see that. But that in itself, like that entire system is this gigantic like proof hoarding system that has helped propel Amazon to be the biggest e-commerce country in the US, certainly. I believe Alibaba is actually bigger internationally. But reviews. So any kind of collecting, like almost compulsive collecting of proof by a marketer is going to make the copywriter's job easier. Anybody who's involved, it's going to make their job easier. The more proof that you can continue to accrue as a marketer, as somebody who is putting offers out into the marketplace, like the more that anybody who helps you with the messaging is going to be able to use in terms of that to show other people, like the decision that your prospect has to make is, does this person who's making this offer present the offer in such a way where I believe that I'm going to get the results that they're promising? Does this person present the offer in a way where I believe that I'm going to get the results that they're promising? And sure, like as a marketer, we can just pile on all these promises and we can make gigantic promises. But if we can't back it up with legitimate and believable proof and credibility elements, if we can't back it up with examples of other people who've had this success that we're promising, if we can't back it up with realistic, believable proof that, hey, this actually does what I'm saying it's going to do for you, then, we're asking the prospect to make this big leap in terms of belief. And we're asking them to give us a ton of trust that we haven't earned. Whereas on the other hand, if like I'm the prospect and I'm asking if this person is actually going to be able to get me the results, if this product or service is going to be able to get me the results that they're promising, and I see a ton of proof from people like me who've even thought and felt the same way about the product or service that I think and feel right now, and I see that they got the results that are being promised, well, I'm going to feel a whole lot better about that. And of course, there's all kinds of different proof. In fact, a little bit back, I recorded a training called Proof, Credibility, and Believability. And it's about 26 ways to instantly increase your selling power as a copywriter, as a marketer. It's broken down into like the 26 different ways that you can actually use proof to grow your credibility and believability in your marketing messages. And in fact, like it is one of those trainings where probably at first blush, a lot of people say, hey, I don't know, like, that's not as exciting as like, write this email, get 1 million clicks, right? It's not as exciting. Proof, credibility, and believability, that sounds deadly dull and boring, right? But the people that take it, well, it does have all 5-star reviews. And, I learned from Amazon, I learned, put up that review system on my website, let people comment, let people leave their reviews, let people leave their unfiltered reviews. And it actually is going to, it benefits everybody if I'm able to put that up. And it has 5-star reviews, which I know it's not a ton, but they're all 5 stars. And like the most recent review was from Kasaba. And he says, let me just say one thing. I've been through a lot of copywriting and marketing trainings, but Roy's proof, credibility, and believability training is one of the most comprehensive you'll ever see on the topic of proof. It's a rare gem. Thank you, Roy. And an older review from Jude says, having been a marketer for over 12 years, I was initially skeptical that I would really learn anything new while taking this course. But boy, was I wrong. Roy really delivered with this course. He gave a lot of great examples for each proof element. He also kept the entire course very engaging. It made me think differently about how I can go about adding more proof to my videos and copy. And like I said, there's 26 different types of proof, credibility, and believability elements all put into that training, and like how they can all contribute to really conveying that thing to your that essence, that feeling to your prospect that, hey, I'm making this promise, but this promise is not empty. It's going to do what I say it's going to do. And here's why you should believe that. And, if you go through this training and you recognize, okay, there are 26 different types, and some of them, may be more or less relevant, but the more that I can collect and the more different types of proof that I can collect and the more vivid that proof is through like multiple media, through videos and pictures and, things that are beyond just like the mere words behind it. Empty testimonial, right? A testimonial full of platitudes. It's just words with somebody's first name and last initial or whatever. Honestly, I guess in that regard, my 5-star reviews, because I don't put everybody's picture next to it. Maybe that's less believable. But the more that you can do this, the more that you can add these different types of proof, the more valuable all of your marketing becomes, not just for your prospect who is able to see it and see that they can trust that you are really able to take them to this positive outcome that they want from their life, but for you, because you are able to generate more results with it. And of course, for any partners like copywriters who are given this additional wealth of selling assets that you're able to give to them, hand to them, because you have done this one thing that the best copywriting clients do, which is become a proof hoarder and be willing to share that with your copywriters and clients. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how valuable you found this and why. What's your big takeaway? What's your big action item? If you're a copywriter, how's this going to influence the clients you choose to work with going forward? If you're a marketer or business owner and you work with copywriters or outside marketers, how's this going to influence what you're giving them in terms of assets to help them create successful marketing for you? So let me know how it's going to change how you do your work. Also, click that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you, as well as so the magical algorithms of the internet know to share this with more people like you who will find it valuable. You can certainly share it with folks directly, and subscribe before you go. You can subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, get my daily emails Monday through Friday, including these videos and exclusive additional content for email subscribers only. My name is Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I always aim for that 10 out of 10 value. I hope that I've delivered it here, and I look forward to seeing you again in your next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.